Acube Studio, the session 2 or part 2 of logo design. So many of you must have gone through the first video, which gives you some ideas about how to design logo. In this session we are going to see a step-by-step demo of how you can design or sketch a logo, and this is mainly with regards to the errors and mistakes that you made in your assignment last time. So here I am trying to sketch a logo and show you that what we meant when we said that we would like to see an evolution of logo. We would like to have a justification about the color schemes that you selected. So follow this step by step. Maybe do more sketching more often. Scrap your initial ideas if you think they are not good, and try and develop these logos by spending enough time on sketching. Right now you have time to do this kind of a process. In exam you get hardly like say 30 minutes to do a 2D assignment. So since you have time, maybe fine-tune your brain to think in a particular way, to select colors in a particular way. Alright, so let's go to the session and see. There are tips while the session is happening, while the sketching is happening. So today's assignment, I want you to show me the process sketches, show me n number of options that you tried, or maybe even the experiments that you do with the color scheme, justification of why certain colors for certain logos. So your logo should be very simple and easy to understand without the text. The key idea is to only have an icon or a symbol for the logo right now. Do not rely too much on the text. We will see in another part where we actually try modifying the text to look like a three-dimensional thing, which is text at some times and which is also part of the design of that logo. So those kind of logos we will try later, but in this particular one we only want you to do an abstraction. We want you to do only the graphic part of the logo. Alright, so let's go to the session. Okay, so I'm going to do one example of the logo step by step so that you understand what we mean when we say we would like to see your process sketches. So let us assume that this logo is for say a real estate company. Okay, so real estate means what are the things that come to my mind straight away are a house, a building. So I would start sketching them. So maybe a simple house, yeah, that comes to my mind, or maybe a house which is more, say a group of houses that come to my mind. Okay, so something like that comes to my mind. These in itself are very abstract images, like they are representing minimum lines, but they look too obvious. So what I will start doing is I will start again simplifying this further. Okay, so maybe something like this. Something like this. But now when I have to color this, how do I color it? Or in your exam you do need to show your awareness about colors or your knowledge of colors. So if you do these kind of things where you cannot actually fill it with color, then you may lose some marks there. Okay, so don't do just the line work. Maybe real estate company, maybe I look at it as say of course a simple home, but someone who is maybe representing a hand that sort of is taking care of that, or maybe giving you that. So an action of giving that house to somebody could be. Again with house and all I also visualize key. So maybe a key could be a thing. This part of the key could also be skyline of the building. But again, you are able to visualize this. The examiner may not be able to. So maybe this also may not be a good idea. So maybe this idea can be developed little further, okay, because it has got some amount of complexity, some amount of detail, but it is still simple. So maybe key also can be, say for example, key can be simplified in this way by like this. So even this could become a good logo. So I'm going to now develop further this idea. I think I have liked this one better. And maybe some, you know, like maybe group of houses are there. So this could be the one, or maybe let us take it one step further. Maybe something like this. So here I am showing a group of houses, like 2 houses, but it may also be examiner may consider it as a single house. Here I am showing group of the houses, so this may show some kind of a growth. Now whenever you say are happy with one logo, you can also put it inside a particular shape. Like I can do a circle, or maybe a more dynamic form could be a triangle. Yeah, so this is a sketch form. Of course, when you like one sketch, you make it fair. Okay, so you then can use your equipments or maybe fine tune this. So maybe this is the logo which I have selected for real estate, depicting real estate. Okay, a company into real estate. I can choose different colors, or maybe I can restrict myself to 2 or 3 colors. Maybe backdrop is a little dark and the inside colors are a little brighter. Okay, so I'll finish this logo and again show it to you how you can go about it. So out of all the colors in my color palette, I have selected 3 colors. You can go with a color scheme, or you can actually go with a color for its meaning. So the first color that I selected was blue. Blue actually represents attributes like balance, discovery, peace, calm, openness, honor, you know, trust. So many brands you must have seen therefore include blue as a part of their logo color. The other color that I have selected is orange. So orange is also a contrasting color to blue, but orange has its own attribute like excitement, vitality, speed, dedication, loyalty, creativity. So these kind of attributes are good if you know a company is associated with these colors. So I'm going to you can actually choose to do all the 3 houses in a single color, like in one color. Okay, then hand I'm going to do as blue only. So you can do all the 3 houses in one color, hand in one color, and the backdrop in one color. Yeah, and green I have chosen because it's a color representing growth. Okay, it's a color representing prosperity again. So therefore the backdrop I'm going to make as green. Now with colors you can actually experiment by changing here and there. Like I said, all the 3 houses could be of orange, backdrop could be of green, and the hand could be of blue, or backdrop could be of blue, hand could be of orange, and the houses could be of green. Okay, yeah, So here I'm not writing any name of the company, no nothing, but this definitely indicates that this company must have some kind of association with building, infrastructure, houses, something like that. So your logos have to be in a way indicative of that, of what that company or brand is about, without writing the name. For exam, it is important that you practice logos which are without writing any kind of a name on it. In exam, if you are allowed to use text or letters, it is fine, but if you are not allowed to use, it will be very difficult for you to then at that point of time start thinking only graphically. Okay, so this is one example. All right, just to show you impact of different color palettes, I'm going to again color this logo with in three different ways, and let's see which one looks the best. So right now when you are practicing, you must do this kind of experimentation, so that in exam, when you have little bit of time to finish such an assignment, you very quickly get on the board with what colors you want and how you want. Okay, so let us first take the three colors that we took initially, and let us see if we apply one color to each element, what happens. So in exam, yes, you can do outline with a fine tip pen or maybe with a sketch pen if you want to. It is not compulsory. There are no restrictions of what colors you can use, but we would recommend you to use any kind of dry medium, preferred pencil color, because it's less messy, it is very quick. So here hand indicates, hand is I'm doing with orange because it indicates hand of a creative person. Okay, symbolically, because orange represents creativity. Houses I'm doing green because I want to represent, maybe they are green homes or sustainable homes or energy friendly homes. And the backdrop I am now doing with a darker shade. So this darker shade, apart from it being indicative of certain attributes that we already talked about, it also kind of gives a nice, makes my logo look bright. So gives a nice emphasis to the logo that I'm doing. Yeah, see? So this one is a better option than what we tried before. Okay, so this is output number 1. For output number 2, let's take 3 primary colors. Okay, so here red and yellow are the 2 new colors that we have taken. Blue attribute same, color same. Yellow color, as we spoke about in the earlier video, it's a color of confidence as well, satisfaction, optimism. Okay, so these are attributes of yellow color, so we can use this color here as well. Red is a very tricky color. It actually usually is used to indicate something like danger or fire or such kind of things. But when you use it in collaboration with other colors, it can also indicate courage. It can also indicate power, glory. Okay, so these are the attributes of these 3 colors, and let's see how we can use them. So yellow we are going to use now. Whether we want to make yellow in the hand, use of yellow in the hand or in the building is up to us. So I'm going to use yellow in the hand because I want that hand to get a little more highlighted. You can actually put yellow in the buildings also, so the next logo we will try doing that. Okay, then I'm going to use blue as the color of the buildings. You can actually keep shuffling these colors and see what kind of impact they make. And then ultimately, of course, red will become the background. You can also change the shape of triangle to being a circle and see, like when you're experimenting, try changing these shapes and see. I'm just coloring very rapidly, I'm not being very careful, but you guys must color very patiently and be very particular. Okay, so this is the output of my second option. Now the third one, I'm going to shuffle this color scheme a little bit here and there. Okay, I'm going to make buildings yellow so that they are highlighted. Okay, I'm going to make the hand as red. Okay, and I'm going to make the backdrop as blue. Okay, so I can decide to vary the tone of the blue by applying more or less pressure. See, this is my third alternative of the logo. So these are the three alternatives of logo that you can see on the screen, and you can decide which one you feel appeals the best. Okay, the fourth one also, if I would keep it next to it. So the fourth one also, if I keep alongside, now you know which one looks the best, and then you can decide. So in exam you will not have this kind of time to do 4 options and then pick one and make that decision. So right now when you are practicing, you have a lot of time to do this. So I would recommend that while practicing, please make sure that you are doing enough number of options, you are doing a process sketch, you are reaching to a solution which has some meaning or backing to it. So please every time write down why you have selected certain colors, why you have done this logo in this way. Give an explanation to me right now, so I know that there is a thought process behind this logo. It will be helpful for you as well, because the more you write down what color attributes what and what you have done, the more it gets reinforced and registered in your mind. Okay, so I hope this session solves a couple of more doubts that you have regarding logo. Alright. Hello students, we hope you've been enjoying these session videos that are available on YouTube. However, these videos on its own will not be sufficient. If you want us to help you in all possible ways, then do join our revision course. You simply have to get in touch with us by a WhatsApp message on the given numbers, and we will enroll you in this course. So in addition to the videos, what this course gives you are the design sessions for everyday exercises. We keep a track of your progress, we give you timely feedbacks, we give you feedback on how you can improve and what are the tiny little parts that you can change in your output so as to score well in your exams. So do get in touch with us and see you soon in the next video. Thank you.